Good afternoon, Keluarga Malaysia. I'm Jessica Lee, and this is Updates at Noon, making our headlines for today. MOH extends COVID-19 infected Sinovac recipients fully vaccinated status. Sufficient Malaysian international passport book stock to meet rising demands. Sinovac recipients and those aged above 60 who have not received their booster doses and have contracted COVID-19 previously will be given a 3-month grace period to get their booster vaccine dose before losing their fully vaccinated status. However, MySejahtera, in a post on their Facebook page late Thursday, encouraged those in this group to receive their booster doses to retain their fully vaccinated status. It added that recipients could choose the time and venue to receive their booster doses. Previously, the Health Ministry had said that Sinovac vaccine recipients and those aged 60 and above would lose their fully vaccinated status on the 1st of April if they do not receive a booster dose by the 31st of March. Now, the deadline for the group had been extended twice. In a statement this past Wednesday, Health Minister Khairy Jamaluddin, however, had said that they would still be allowed to dine in at restaurants and enter shopping malls, workplaces and places of worship like other fully vaccinated individuals. Khairy added that their primary vaccination history would also be retained in the MySejahtera application. Now, the Home Ministry has given an assurance that there is a sufficient stock of Malaysian international passport books with the Immigration Department, or JIM, to meet the rise in passport applications and renewals following the reopening of the country's borders. Its Minister, Datuk Seri Hamzah Zainuddin, said that as of yesterday, JIM had in stock a total of 330,000 passport books for new applications or renewals for the public.
Buat setakat hari ini, mereka ada stok sebanyak 600,000 dan insya-Allah kalau kita bincang dari segi unjuran yang kita mahukan, saya yakin permohonan pasport baru yang kita unjurkan melebihi 2 juta itu insya-Allah mencukupi untuk tahun ini.
He said this in a press conference after a visit to Datasonic factory in Petaling Jaya yesterday. Datasonic Manufacturing Syndrome Berhad is responsible for making international passports. Datuk Seri Hamzah said that for new passport applications or renewals, the public is advised to apply online to avoid congestion at JIM counters, besides allowing enough time to apply for new passports from the suppliers in the event passport stocks run out at JIM offices. Meanwhile, he said Malaysian international passports now have a new security feature designed by locals. Now, this is to ensure these documents are not forged by international passport forgery syndicates. The Kedah government has set a target of attracting 2.5 million visitors to Langkawi Island by this year, following the reopening of Malaysia's borders. State Tourism, Arts and Culture Committee Chairman Muhammad Firdaus Ahmad said the figure was within target following the reopening of international borders. He said the 2.5 million target is higher than the earlier target of 2.2 million visitors arrival, comprising domestic visitors and international travellers.
Bila dah dibuka sempadan antarabangsa ni, kita boleh menganggapkan bahawa satu kali ganda
2.4 ke 2.5
ya, untuk target kita. Boleh pi mungkin 3 juta boleh sampai, ataupun paling rendah yang kita boleh target dalam 2.5 2.6 untuk kita dapat kereta lah, domestik dan juga international.
Muhammad Firdaus said this after greeting 75 inbound travellers from Changi Airport, Singapore, who arrived at the Langkawi International Airport by Scoot Air's Boeing 737-800 aircraft after it touched down at 5:20 p.m. yesterday. Present were Langkawi Development Authority, or LADA, Chief Executive Officer Nasruddin Abdul Muttalib and Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture's International Promotions Asia and Africa Head P. Manoharan. Nasruddin said the agency has planned several high-impact events to boost visitor arrivals to Langkawi. Malaysia set up the Langkawi International Travel Bubble, or LITB, to kickstart international travel on the 15th of November 2021. Now, this pilot scheme drew 5,800 visitors from abroad and generated more than 28 million ringgit for the first 3 months of its implementation. Malaysia-Singapore stage bus services are expected to begin operation on the 1st of May, according to Transport Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wee Ka Siong. Currently, only 24 buses are being used as part of the Land Vaccinated Travel Lane, or VTL, while 6 shuttle buses are used for border crossings. A discussion regarding the number of stage buses is being conducted with the Land Public Transport Agency, or APAD, and the Singapore Land Transport Authority, LTA, and the decision is expected to be announced in a fortnight. For now, several issues needed to be resolved before the stage buses can resume operations fully, he said.
Tapi dalam tempoh 2 minggu, maka dia akan beransur pulih atau kembali ke sistem asal. Kalau tidak sepenuhnya pun 50%, dan menjelang hujung bulan ini, maka kembalilah kepada tahap pra-COVID-19.
He said this to reporters after inspecting the reopening of the Malaysia-Singapore border at Sultan Iskandar Building in Johor Bahru yesterday. As of 4 p.m. yesterday, Datuk Seri Wee said 4,435 Singapore-registered vehicles have entered Malaysia, with 2,835 vehicles going through Sultan Iskandar Building, while 1,600 others went through the Sultan Abu Bakar complex. Now, the short supply of subsidized packet cooking oil in the market over the past month was because the elite, especially the T20 and the M40 income groups, had been buying them. Deputy Minister of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, Datuk Rasul Wahid, said the packet of cooking oil was intended for the lower income or the B40 groups. He added the government needs to fork out a large sum by allocating 60,000 tonnes of packaged oil per month, with a subsidy given per kilogram ranging from RM2.50 to over RM3 depending on the current price.
Sebab paling besar ialah kerana ianya digunakan oleh bukan domestik. Itu sebab paling besar. Menyebabkan kekurangan beradanya minyak ni. Kemudian satu lagi baru ni masalah kenaikan harga yang begitu mendadak. Minyak refinery ni. Refinery yang mendadak menyebabkan bagi company-company yang modal pusingannya yang kecil mungkin tak boleh nak produce. Dengan jumlah yang kita beri kota tersebut. Kita cek semua, kalau mana sekat yang tak perform daripada kota kita berikan, kita tarik balik dan kita beri kepada mereka yang perform ataupun yang mampu untuk buat.
He said this to reporters after a walkabout program at the Rantau Panjang Immigration, Customs, Quarantine and Security, or ICQS complex yesterday. Elaborating further, Datuk Rasul said the ministry has also identified food stalls and restaurant traders who had been using the subsidized oil, which had also resulted in a short supply in the market. But the issue not only happens in Kelantan, he said, adding that it also occurs in Melaka, Negeri Sembilan and other states. Now, asked if the short supply was also due to the Malaysian Family Keluarga Malaysia sales program, Datuk Rasul said the program only involved 1 or 2 repackaging companies. The local property market recorded more than 300,000 transactions valued at 145 billion ringgit in 2021. Now, Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Abdul Aziz said this represented an increase of 1.5% in volume and 22% in value compared with 2020. According to Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul, the growth was mainly contributed by the residential subsector, which accounted for nearly 66% of total transaction volume and more than 50% overall transaction value. He said despite the property market's recovery, the issue of mismatch between supply and demand, as well as affordability, have contributed to the glut of completed but unsold residential properties.
Oleh itu, saya ingin menyeru pemaju supaya keputusan untuk membangunkan projek perlulah berlandaskan business decision berdasarkan kajian kemungkinan ataupun feasibility study. Seharusnya sebarang keputusan bukanlah berasaskan spekulasi mengenai jangkaan pasaran harta tanah semata-mata.
He noted that the residential subsector was followed by the commercial subsector in terms of value and the agriculture subsector in terms of volume. He said this at the launch of the Property Market Report 2021, Klang Valley Shopping Centre Rental Index, and other reports published by the Valuation and Property Services Department, or JPPH. And that's it for this afternoon. Headline at this hour, Health Ministry extends Sinovac recipients who have been infected with COVID-19 fully vaccinated to 3 months. For more news, don't forget to catch us tonight on News at 10, available on saluran Berita RTM. Before we go, we will leave you with a clip of glow-in-the-dark badminton court, the latest attraction in Petronas Twin Towers. Till then, salam keluarga Malaysia. I'm Jessica Lee. Thank you for watching.